Hey guys, this is Tyler from NexTechNet, bringing you the developer preview of Windows 8. So as you see here, this is the start screen. Definitely something new regarding, I guess, Microsoft in general. Very similar to the Windows phone, as you see here. If you click up at the top, you can change your user tile, you can log off, or you can add new users. Now, the first, oops, I apologize, it's a little bit laggy, running a few different applications at once here. The first icon you will see is the Internet Explorer. Now, this one is a little bit different than what we're used to. It's kind of its own thing. Most of these applications are best used with a touchscreen. Say there's a little bit larger icons, it's much better to use, but it's also works fine with the mouse and keyboard. Sorry, some of the bottom is a little bit cut off because it's just a little bit of a formatting issue. So if you click down here, you can actually pin whatever web page to the start. Over here you can find words on a page. You can use the desktop view to basically bring up what it looked like in Windows 7. And then you can view what would be Internet Explorer 9 from there. If I go back and I just scroll on over, as you see, remember I pinned that to the start, was Bing, and now I can just click on it and it'll bring me back. If I scroll back over and I right click on it, I can check it and I can either remove it or just unpin it. I'm just going to hit unpin. And you can do that with other applications as well. The next one is the store. Now this does not work in the developer preview, not until the full version comes out. But this is a place basically like the Mac App Store where we can purchase new applications. This is the stock app. Now, I mean, I don't have any stocks and, well, probably never will. But for those who have stocks who just want to get, some quick updates, this is a very nice application. Runs smoothly. Overall, looks nice as far as the graphics go. Now, if I go down just below, there's a control panel. This is a simplified one. You can change some of the desktop or the login screen wallpaper, manage the user accounts, manage wireless devices, notifications right here. Just switch that. You can switch that on and off. Different ease of access features. Go down, there's Windows Update, and just below it is more settings, which will bring up, it'll go back to the desktop view, and I'll get to that next. And I'll bring up the full control panel. You can uninstall programs, manage different themes and whatnot, everything you could do before. Now, just to the side of it, you can manage different news feeds. Now, I'm not really sure why it says it failed to load and never tried to enter, but you can enter in your own news feed. I select IGN. Then let's go with Engadget up here. Now these feeds are going to load, and then you can manage, and then that's a nice shot. And then you can view all your feeds, and it'll also show it on the front of the application on the start, and it'll kind of cycle through. But yeah, you can just view those. You can view more. If you just right click, it'll bring up this menu that it does in almost all the applications. Just gonna hit remove all, don't really need them. Since I have them on my bootcamp version, this is just running a virtual machine. Now here's the desktop view. Now again, sorry, kind of cut off the taskbar at the bottom, but it's the same taskbar basically as the one in Windows 7, except the start button's different. When you click on the start button, it doesn't bring up a menu, it goes to the start screen. You can view, by default, it has Internet Explorer and your documents and stuff at the taskbar. Now, if we go just below the desktop, and I kind of, I can't remember if I rearranged the apps or not. These might be by default. but it basically a Facebook application. View newsfeed, profile, photos, friends, and check-ins. So this is a nice and easy application. Now this one I really like. This is the weather app. And by default it's set to Anaheim, California. I don't live there, wish I did, but you see at the beach, so it must be nice out there. But I'm just gonna enter in my city, and it's raining out, so the animation should change. Now I had a problem with it earlier, but it did work yesterday, so hopefully it'll work again. As you see, it changed to raining, and it'll do that with if it's snowing, it'll change to snow, I'm sure. If it's dark outside or just a little bit stormy, it kind of shows a moon with these dark clouds going by. The animation will change. Now here is Tweetorama. See, I'm logged into NexTechNet. And this is a very clean interface, very easy to use. You can view your followers over there. You can post new tweets, view people who you were following. And this box right here, you can just put in whatever your tweet is. This one works very well for a developer preview. Let's see, developer preview, review, no. And you just hit this tweet button right below it, and it will post. Last time I had trouble sending, so hopefully this will work. And there it is. So now we covered that section. Now this is the build. This is actually not that important. This is just a little feed for developers and stuff regarding the new build or the developer preview. Here's the piano app. This works best with a touch screen since there's obviously multiple keys. It's a little bit hard to do with a mouse. You can also use your keyboard as well, but that's a little bit tricky. And you can also select from a list of songs and stuff, but up here is Pickstream. I've had a lot of trouble using this app as far as it loading. You have to be very patient with it. Sometimes it'll boot up right away, sometimes it won't boot at all, sometimes it just loads very slowly. These are images by Flickr. Hope I said that right. But again, this is just the developer preview, and it's causing my whole computer to freeze up. Now I can't even get back to the start because it just, okay, there we go. That took a while. Alright, this is the alarm application. Pretty easy to use. You just basically, once it loads here, you can just add various alarms, reminders, whatever the case may be. So you see it loaded up here. You just hit add alarm. And you can change the title of it. You can change the time. You can switch it from AM to PM. You can trash it if you want to, just get rid of it if you're done using it, whatever the case is. Call it the what up alarm. Let's go. Actually, let's change it. It'll just go off right now. Change it a few minutes ahead. And if let's see, I don't know if that worked. There we go. So it says next alarm, and what's that? 5 or 6 minutes. Alarm set for 6:58. Okay. Let's see if we can get this back up again. And then you can switch it off if you want. Let's see. So I think it switched off. It doesn't say it switched off. Hopefully it did. Alright, make sure to check out part 2 and we'll finish up the developer preview review of Windows 8.